Hey everybody, it's Shakira. Welcome back to Glow Beauty Wellness. And I went to sleep last night at 3, well, I guess early this morning at 3, and my body decided to wake up at 6 ish. Like it's almost, it just hit 7 a.m. just now, and I was actually trying to go back to sleep, and I got inspired to make this video real quick. So I'm going to try to be quick and not ramble. But so I know that, first of all, I hope that everybody is doing okay. I know that this is nuts right now. Like what we're going through is absolutely insane. And I hope that you are taking care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. I hope that you are feeding your body healthy foods to nourish your mind. It is very important. Like right now is extremely important to really put to practice um, or put to use the practices that many of us probably have taken for granted. You know, the ability to meditate in peace while the children and the spouse are at home, or taking the time to meditate, or whatever your wellness schedule is. It has a whole entire monkey wrench has been thrown into that now due to everything going on. But hopefully you've been able to carve in some a sense of normalcy and a sense of schedule in your lifestyle at home. Um, but I had this thought to share in terms of homeschooling. You know, a lot of us are now teachers. We are homeschooling our kids, and that's a whole nother shit show for some people. For me, the first week, we've been doing this. I'm seeing people posting like, "Oh, it's just day 2." I've been doing this for like a month now, so I guess you could say I'm a pro. um, Me and the kids, we were in California when we got the extension that spring break was extended to the end of March. And I'm like, okay. And then parents got an email. I remember my son saying, Mom, um, they're extending, we're not going back to school. And da, da, da. I thought he was lying. I thought it was like a fake email that went out. And lo and behold, as we all see, the kids are freaking out for the rest of the year. So we are now teachers, and I know people are kind of struggling with the kids being home, even if they're not homeschooling. Let's say you were working full time, and now you are full time mom, full time employee, full time wife, and you're about to rip out your hair, or just go freaking crazy trying to do all these things. And so I want you to stay encouraged. And so I rarely share pictures of my boys because I'm very protective of them. I do post things I post them in my stories, but I don't share share them a lot on YouTube. And my eyes just got teary looking at this picture because I love being a mom. Like if I'm nothing ever, like if I never have it, like titles were never important to me. I never wanted to be some big CEO. Like I always wanted to work for myself, but above everything else, I take being a mom very serious. Am I perfect? No, I'm not a perfect mom, but my kids are everything. Like I take raising them very seriously. So it is as frustrating as it may be to some, like Justin Timberlake said, and I was just amazed by this, that it's inhuman to be a parent full time. Well, let me just explain something. You had these kids, like I had these kids. We chose to be mothers, and if there is some unfortunate situation where you were forced into motherhood, I do apologize for that. And but the majority of us chose this life, right? We chose to be moms, and it is an actual blessing for us to be the ones to download information to them, and them to not be in the public school system or even private school system, because quiet as it's kept, most children spend the majority of their time with their teachers. You know, they're out of the home. They don't spend time at the house like that. They don't spend time with their parents like that. You know, parents. A lot of parents don't even know their own children. And I feel like that's where the frustration is coming from, just not knowing and not being connected with their children. People have children just to say they have, and we have kids so that we can raise them to be better than us and to kind of carry on our tradition and values and be good human beings, But if somebody else is the one doing the child rearing, what sense does that make? You see? So I know that it can be frustrating, especially let's say you're married and maybe you're struggling having your alone time. That's why making a schedule um, for our new lives, at least for the meantime in between time, till they get everything figured out, I think is really important. But also see the good in this. Seeing the good in things is important because that helps. That's a coping skill. That is a coping skill. So it helps you feel less frustrated. It helps you feel less anxious when you see the good in things. So, for example, I know that it's frustrating, everything going on, right? But look around at your surroundings. We are actually pretty spoiled. And let's say you don't have certain things, a house, a car, enough money to go get however much food you want. Do you have money? Do you have food, even if it's not the food that you want? Okay, you may not have a job, but did you get a stimulus check? Are you getting unemployment? Okay, you might have lost your business. Your business is suffering. Um, but do you have the basic necessities? And if you don't have the basic necessities, can you call? Do you have somebody that you can call on for help? There is always a solution to our problems. We are always, everything starts and begins with us. Okay, so let me just give you an example of how I could really be down in the dumps right now. I'm home with my boys by myself. That's it. Um, it's me raising my sons. It's me being the teacher. It's me being disciplinary. It's me being a fitness coach and trainer. It's me being the cleanup enforcer. It's me, it's me. This is all me. When you see them, you see me. Okay? Um, there's no help. There's no support. But I can call somebody. You see, that's how it works. You have to see the good in every situation, no matter how screwed up it seems. And that is a sign of a positive mindset. Okay? Period. I'm not a millionaire yet, but I can go buy wine and champagne and I can have organic food and I live in a house. It's not a mansion, but but I have a roof over my head, you know. I'm not sleeping on dirt. You see how this works? So I'm extremely blessed. We are all really extremely blessed, regardless of what you have or don't have. You can pick out things in your life that are going well for you. You can say, at the end of the day, like if you're listening to this, you're alive. How about that? And you have ears to hear and eyes to see and to do some research. And I got myself caught up in a month, you guys. I've had so many sleepless nights within a month. And, let me know in the comments below if you feel like this. Like, I'm waking up no matter what time I go to sleep. Like, if I go to sleep at midnight, I'm waking up at 3. And, like, today, I went to sleep at 3 and I was up at, like, before 7. The energy on this planet right now is insane. Like, now's the time to plan your life after this is all said and done. I got myself caught up in terms of what's really going on. So you need to do some digging. You need to do some searching, into those quote unquote conspiracy theories that people uh, are posting. There's some truth to a lot of it. And I won't get into that because that's not this type of channel. But you can, if you follow me on Instagram, I've been posting stuff on Instagram. Um, I got caught up in a month. I had many sleepless nights. I've been down several rabbit holes, and I just want to say that I truly, in my heart of hearts, and many people feel this way, that things are not going back to normal because normal was not working, obviously. You have to pay attention to what's going on so that you are not in fear. Okay? Trust no one. Do your own research. Trust yourself. And if you don't trust yourself, then you really have to do some work. You really got some work to do. Turn off the TV and work on yourself. And I will say, I'm going to end it with this. I posted this in my story as well, because there are memes going around saying that this is not a productivity contest. Basically, if you just want to lay around watching TV and eating bonbons, like, that's okay too. And, you don't have to come out of this quarantine or house arrest with a business or da da da. And that's true. Like, we have this hustle culture that has freaking, I don't know who started it, but like I said earlier in this video, like, if I'm nothing more than a mom, I am 100% okay with that. You want to know why? Because there are a lot of, like I said, a lot of people, other people raising other people's children. And for me, it is a blessing for me to be able to raise my sons. And I know I'm getting sidetracked, but I want to put this out there. Like, my fourth grader learning about the Revolutionary War and these people that like started the country, and I was able to tell him the truth. Writing the Constitution, talking about people, everybody's equal and da da da. But in this time, these same people had slaves. So tell the truth. It's time for the true history to be told, and that's not going to be told in the public schools or in private schools. The truth needs to be told so that our children can be raised right as human beings that are productive, respectful, good husbands, providers, and just good men. And same thing with daughters. Like, it's time for mothers. If your mom didn't raise you right, if there were some mistakes made, it's time to fix ourselves so that we can be healthy parents to raise healthy children. Okay? So if I'm nothing more than a mom at the end of the day, I'm happy. Okay? I'm happy. And if you've ever met my sons, like, I always get compliments on how well behaved my kids are. So anyway, back to this meme. Yeah, if you come out of this quarantine and you don't have a business started, so what? Like, who said that you have to start a business? You don't have to start a business. If not everybody is meant to be a boss, that is a fact. And being a boss does not make you less than. Period. Not everybody is meant to be a boss. Some people, who's going to work for the boss? Just because you're a worker does not mean that you're less than. Just because you're not a real estate mogul does not mean that you're less than. Just because you don't have a booming online business does not mean that you're less than. Okay? So what's more important to me is making sure everybody's mental health is squared away, and that we are using coping skills. All the people that were in the comments of motivational speakers and videos and on YouTube and on their Instagram, where is that mental flex right now? That's when you need to flex your mental muscles. That is when you need to activate your faith if you are a person of faith. That is when you need to use your coping skills that you learned in therapy if you have gone to therapy. This is the time to use your yogic breathing and your yoga practice to stay calm and be able to think, because you are not going to be able to you're not going to be able to see past this. Okay? So, Keep these things in mind. Turn the TV off. Get yourself caught up on what's really going on. And take care of yourself, take care of your mind, body, and spirit. And understand that this is look for the good. This is an amazing time right now, and things will never be the same. And I think that you're going to be way better. And so stay encouraged. Uh, Post in the comment section if you are in need of support. Email me if you are in need of support. DM me on Instagram. I respond to DMs. I always find it a little bit endearing when people are like, "Oh, you responded." Like, yeah, who I have 2,000 followers on, or I don't even like to say followers. I say friends. I have 2,000 friends on Instagram. Who is anybody to not respond to people that like you, that appreciate you, and that decided to hit that follow button? Like, DM me if you need support. Email me if you need support. Or reach out to somebody that you know and love. Don't suffer through this. If you need resources, I have a ton on my YouTube channel. Inspiration, healthy food, you know, etc. So stay encouraged. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll see you next video.